Hey, summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. Today, buckle up because this is a long one, longer than I normally do. Grab something, to drink, snack. Let's hang out for a little bit. I am in Brindleton Bay, my favorite neighborhood by far, and the Chateau Frise or Frise, whatever way you say it. Or you could even say Frichet. You could be really fancy and say that. But anyway, we're renovating this bad boy. I've already started doing the windows and the window to the wall. I don't know why that was in my head. Tell me you're a millennial without telling me you're a millennial. But anyway, so I just gave it a really clean walls, new windows, new staircase, new flooring. I didn't want to bore you with that. I don't really like showing that part of my builds because I'm typically like kind of slow at it, and I can speed it up like I always do, but it's boring to me, and a lot of times I don't know what I'm doing, so it's not like it's very aesthetically pleasing, if you know what I mean. Anywho, so it got a facelift, so it's almost like now I come in with a clean slate and I get to design. That was my evil laugh. Anyway, so super excited to do this. It's a very long video. This is part 1 of probably part 3, and we tackle the entryway that we're in right now. We do a little sitting area outside of an office. And then we do a we do a dining space too, and kitchen, but more so a library and kind of like a sitting area and a living room. So this is part 1 of this video. Is quite a bit to unpack. Got a lot of cool CC. I will say that I will link them down below, but they are mostly from Sunday, and then a creator that is called Eniosta. Or Eniosta. If you know them, you're going to laugh at me. That's fine. They're very similar in their styles, and then a lot of other great creators. So I'm definitely going to link those down below. Check them out. They are like all the really, really good, almost hyper-realistic furniture designs and some of these cabinetry and that kind of stuff. And my kitchen is, again, I'll link it down below, and we'll talk about it in just a bit, but it's Nemesis. I went back and forth on which one to use, but I ended up just going with my comfy, which is what I use all the time. Nemesis is where it's at. So all that and more will be linked down below in case you're curious on the CC folders. I don't share my folder tray because I think that's since I support a lot of Patreon and other platforms, I feel like that's kind of a disservice to these creators who work really hard. So I will never share my tray to you all, but I will link them down below in case you want to go check them out. And some of the stuff is free. I don't buy everything, but a lot of it was on my Patreon subscribers. So, anywho, how are you? Happy whatever day it is. This is a bonus episode. I'm on a roll, and it's a lot to do with we have a snowstorm that happened here in Kansas City. The whole city is like shut down, so I can't really do anything. We are back to work tomorrow. The kids are not back to school, even after a very long holiday. So, they're going stir crazy. I'm going stir crazy. It's kind of a thing, but so we're all kind of just being lazy. So I was able to game a lot today. I love the way that this little sitting area outside the office turned out. And I will go ahead and tell you right now, I was really indecisive while I was playing this. And so you'll see me change my mind a lot. I didn't edit it out just because that's the process, right? That is the whole entire process. I'm trying to figure out exactly with this big of a space. I was really excited about this because of how big it was. And then I'm not so excited about it because how big it is. When you start to fill spaces with furniture, the only thing you can do is really space it out in a way that fills the space. And so with Sims, it's really weird because, it's almost like when you make a space big, it is big. You know what I mean? So I'm trying my hardest to really kind of get outside of my comfy, I do cozy little houses. And so this is a McMansion really. And so I've struggled. So you can kind of see me right now trying to figure out the layout for the living room. And I'm just trying to find out what would flow best. I absolutely love these art, whatever they're posters or whatever. I believe that they're from Sunday. I'm not 100% sure, but they're the Picasso, or they have a different name possibly, but they are so awesome. Look how good they look blown up too, right? So I had fun with that. Love, love, love the fireplace. That is from Sunday. Sunday is top tier, right? And when it comes to CC, if you are a CC gamer, then you know what I mean. Or if you don't know, go check her or him out. Amazing. Love all of the very high-end furniture they do, and it's all very natural tones. And so I dig it. I'm obsessed with it, and I download every little bit that I can. If I could have, if there's any CC creator that I could just have their CC tray, I would pay good money. I would save up. I would pay really good money to have their tray, because I can only, if they're creating items like this, no telling what they have, right? Like the good stuff. And I almost feel like in these bigger builds, you have no choice but to do less clutter, because even someone like with my large CC file folder, there's no way I would have enough stuff to fill all these things. And I'm realizing that. And I love, that is why I prefer like cozy, smaller builds. But I'm trying this and I think it's fun. This is a really, really good lot. I love Brindleton Bay. Probably, again, I've said it, but they're probably my favorite neighborhood. I don't own all the neighborhoods. That is my goal by the end of the year, is to kind of go ahead and get every neighborhood that exists. That'd be kind of cool, and kind of explore them and redo their houses and stuff. But so by far, this is the best neighborhood. I've heard other YouTubers say that, and I totally agree, because the houses are just really great. I love their style, and I feel like EA really kind of just kind of broke the mold with these, just better than the norm. You know what I mean? I really do like this living room. At first I wasn't feeling it, but the furniture helps. The textures, they're top notch, right? And I love that the whole fireplace feel, you know. And I didn't really want to copy the fireplaces into my other area, so you'll see me in a little bit. I actually take the other fireplace away, and I put some shelving and stuff that I end up hating at this point. So you may see me change that on part 2. Not quite sure, but we do have these really pretty, almost like a built-in situation here. And I tried to kind of keep it the same color tones, you know, and put a lot of the neutrals and things. Some shopping bags, of course, because of course when you walk in, you just put them right there on the floor. And it just, I don't know. I always see other people too put that, like they put their FedEx and Amazon boxes right there. And in all fairness, they are at my front door. A lot of times I stack up my Amazon packages, so I get it. But I don't know if like shopping bags on the floor is realistic, but it just felt right. And so that's what I did. And I like this little sitting area. I think I said that a second ago, but I love how this little idea of a sitting area outside of an office, it's just nice to think like, wait outside while, wait in this little area until she's ready for you. And then they come into the office. You know, I don't know what profession, like maybe a therapist or something, but I thought that was kind of cool. I had an idea, you'll see me right now playing around with the idea of kind of making this like a little drink station area, almost like a wet bar. And then we go rogue and we just put some cabinetry that, again, I don't like so much. But now that I'm done with the kitchen, I do think that I would come back and do a wet bar in here. I think that'll be kind of nice addition to add. And it doesn't have to fill the whole wall. It can just be centered and be a wet bar that people can grab a drink when they come in, grab some coffee, maybe make a juice or something. I don't know, but I'm going to do that instead. I just think that'll be a nice fitting area over here. And throughout the house, I tried to keep true to this very clean and natural, neutral tones. So you'll see that a lot, which was so my jam. As you know, if you're new here, thanks for coming by. We are not fancy, as you can already tell. We just have fun, and we play Sims on Sundays, and I sometimes will do some bonus, like this is a bonus video, and we just have fun. No perfection over here, trust me. I am just playing Sims for fun. There's no way I could ever shoot for perfection, because with my recording and, I'm still learning a ton of stuff about design. we're just having fun. And that's all it is. So if you don't like having fun, bye-bye. Okay, goodbye. No, I'm just kidding. But thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope that this year I don't really have a lot of goals when it comes to the YouTube channel. I've been doing this a while and I haven't really kept consistent on it. Just life is busy. You know what I mean? You have busier seasons and things. And I hope that my real hope is that I can keep doing this because it is it's a passion of mine. I love design. And it's also something that has been in my life consistently throughout the years that I've stayed and loved. You know how you might do something and you kind of lose interest in it? I have always loved Sims like to the core. And so I'm just trying to share some videos of me, decorating spaces essentially and just hanging out, and that's all. I just think about some of the girls that I used to watch back in the day and how they got me through hard days, or at night I was able to fall asleep watching their design. I really, really felt inspired, and I would just love to be that for someone else. I would love it so much. So welcome. And if you aren't new here, welcome back. Thanks for coming back to the craziness. I appreciate it. And honestly, we're not really crazy over here, are we? We're kind of just chill, if I'm being honest. This library, I'm obsessed. I did take the easy way out and did some prefab bookshelves here. I thought about for a hot second of actually doing bookshelves. I have plenty of them and putting books on it and such, but that would just take so long. And since I had a lot of other space to do, I figured, hey, I'm going to do a cop out here and I'm going to just do the wall of bookshelves. And don't hate me for it, okay? But this is actually something that ever since I got back, I mentioned it before in another video, I think, but for my birthday, I wanted to go to Texas to do all things Joanna Gaines. And so when we went, we did a tour of the castle. I don't know if you're a fan, then they bought a castle in town and they kind of renovated everything. So when I went there, her library that she made when you come up the stairs is something that just stood with me, and I stood in that space. Robert, I'm not going to share this picture with you all, but Robert did take a picture of me in that space, and you can tell by my face, I'm in awe. Like I almost look like I'm special in a way because I just was staring because I was so inspired. You ever have those moments where you're just like, dang, like I love it. So anyway, they had this bookshelf built, and there's a whole story behind it, but it's beautiful, and all these books on there. So when I got home, I did not have a bookshelf built. I'm sorry, spoiler alert, but I do have built-ins in one like really cool built-in in my living room aside from my fireplace. And my mom and I went to thrift stores. I spent like maybe under $50, right? And I bought all these books, and then I styled my bookshelf. Just again, coming home feeling inspired by that trip was so cool. And so anyway, when I was doing this, I just had to have a library in this house. This house was calling for a library. I think it turned out really nice. I really do. I think that it's a nice place to go hang out, and I absolutely love that I found those board games. I know I've moved on at this point. Oh, we're going back. Oh no, we're not. Just kidding. But I love that I found those board games because I've always wanted to. I'm a puzzle nerd. I don't think I've ever said that. I'm a jigsaw puzzle nerd. I jigsaw. There's a puzzle going on at my house every single day at least. I have one going. And so it is something else that I love doing. And so I was really excited. I was looking for puzzles and I found board games, so that's fine. But it has Jenga and it has Monopoly and Scrabble. It's really great. And it even has some of it I also found just like boxes and not the game being played, which is a really cool idea. And I really think it'd be kind of fun to do another library eventually and do it where those are actually on display, like on like a cute bookshelf. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. I love putting real life stuff in my Sims builds. It makes me feel, again, I've said it a lot, but I love the hyper realistic. So it makes me feel like someone lives here and someone's playing a board game. You can almost like you can just tell that this house is being lived in. You know what I mean? And I love I love putting like piles of laundry on the floor and things like that. That to me is real Sims play. I just love it. Isn't this kitchen great? I know. So I know that I have some room to grow for sure when it comes to kitchen design and bathroom. I have already said that, but I love if we can look beyond that for a second, because I know, listen, I know that I have some finishing touches that I could really do a lot better on, and I'm trying. But the kitchen I love because this Nemesis creator really makes it easy for a quick kitchen to come together very quickly. And I don't think the oven, the double oven, is not theirs, but everything else is. And so you can just see like how quickly this comes together. And I love it. I love it so much. I end up doing a double fridge in a second. I kind of wish I hadn't now. But I was thinking, you know, such a big house, you're going to need a double fridge. Another idea was to keep the fridges separate like that. Maybe you have one that has like vegetables and then one that has, you know, leftovers or whatever inside of it and drinks and such. But, you know, ended up that I kind of played around with that. And I like how it turns out. Again, I know that I have some opportunity to kind of level up my game when it comes to kitchens. I do plan on making that a kind of a thing this year. But all in all, I think it turned out really great. I think kitchens in general, you can get so used to kind of doing the same old layout. You know, a galley kitchen is my favorite because it's like so easy and I love it. And you can design it so many different ways as far as like open shelving or, you know, shelving to the ceiling and but I do think that's fun. That's, you know, it's fun to have something to look forward to. I'm watching a lot of different people play and I'm seeing that obviously there's so many different ways you can design a kitchen besides just a square like I'm used to. So I give myself some kudos. I'm getting better. I have a long ways to go. And I end up thinking, you know what? I'm giving this girl or these people a white kitchen because, you know, it's just one of those things. I wanted green, but it wasn't really, I wasn't feeling it. And I thought, well, let me just keep the green in the middle. I wasn't feeling that either. So we got a white kitchen, people. And I actually dig it. I really do. And I also dig the open shelving over there. What I love about open shelving, because I have some too at my house, I have just enough. Because think about it. I mean, I have 3 kids and we are not fancy. We don't have like fancy dishes and stuff. This year, I'm 34. I just bought what I consider, let me back up. Let me give you a little bit of a backstory here. So when I say this, and when I say I have a fancy dish set, and this tells you how fancy I am, I have a Walmart dish set that I actually really like, okay? But it's a set that matches, because for the longest time, we do like the 50 cent or dollar, like Target or Walmart basics, right? Because that's, again, I have 3 kids, and we're not eating like fancy stuff on it. The most fanciest thing we eat is like HelloFresh salmon. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing fancy dinner, so we don't need plates. But anyway, I did buy myself a set, and it's the dotted set. If you're a Walmart fan, you know what I mean. It's like the Dalmatian dotted set from Walmart, and I think it's Time and True or Time something, whatever their Time brand is. But I had to have it, and I do love it, and I have that on display. I have the bowls at least on display, and then I have some stuff that I got again when I was in Texas. At my girl, you know, going to my girls, the silos, and I got like really cute bowls that were overpriced, but I had to have them. And I put that kind of stuff on display, and then like some cookbooks that mean a lot to me and that kind of thing. So I just noticed just now, I don't think I ever noticed this, but behind my coffee set, that tea thing I put on there, yeah, like the tile just ate it up. So there's that. You know, when you're playing fast, you kind of don't really see that. Again, I'm not attention to detail kind of girly. I didn't see it. But anyway, so I like open shelving. I think that it's fun. I think it has a purpose in some spaces. It's for the pretties, right? We keep all the uglies and all the needed things in our cabinet. My mom sent me this actually interesting TikTok the other day, and it was this girl who was saying she's sick and tired of bending over and getting all our pots and pans out. So she actually took her small pantry like I have, and, you know, like the double door, just like the mess. And I put pantry in quotations, right? Like, what is that? It's not really a pantry, but it is our pantry. And anyway, she took that and put that for her pans and plates and all that kind of stuff. And then her actual cabinet, she put all her food in, because then it's eye level and you can like see it. Very, very cool. I love it so much. We actually cleaned out our entire pantry. We have like 2 canned goods in there right now and some hot cocoa. And we planned on doing that. And then the snowstorm happened, and and also it was Christmas, and I wasn't like in the mood to do like some type of organization, you know. But yeah, so my plan is to do that. I think it's a great idea. Have all the pots and pans in there where you can see them too. You're not bending over. And mine are always under my like cooktop, so I was bending over trying to find the specific lid. You know how it is. But it would be really nice if it was just all there. And then again, all your canned goods and like your box, macaroni or whatever, you can just see it right there. So I think it's a great idea. And I am going to give it a try. I'm going to give it a go. And yeah, so I think the open shelving is great. And I style it kind of like this. I put a mixture of plants and books and things. And I think I talked about this on another video, but my beautiful toaster from Drew Barrymore from Walmart brand came. Made my first bagel in it this morning. It was delicious, if you're wondering. In case you're at home just wondering, how was Olivia's bagel? It was really good. And I had spicy jalapeno Philadelphia cream cheese, okay? And you would think, yeah, like it says spicy, okay? Well, if you're wondering, it's spicy. And I was thinking, I'm about halfway through I usually like split a bagel in half and I eat just a half or whatever. And I'm like halfway through it and I'm like, this is freaking spicy. So much so that Robert asked me, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh, I guess I was making some dramatics over here. It's so spicy that I guess I had a face and I had instant heartburn. So again, tell me you're a millennial without telling you're a millennial. That's how old I am. But heartburn's a thing. And if you're young and you listen to this and you don't have heartburn, yip-de-doo to you. I don't even know what to say. I'm just like, okay, woohoo. It sucks. When you're reaching for Tums in the middle of the night, that's where I'm at. And it's not fun town. Yeah, I'm really going to struggle with this open area here. I kind of have an idea. I'm kind of in my head now thinking about it. And I'm thinking about maybe sectioning some of these walls off a little bit and doing some additional renovations. And maybe doing just like a butler's pantry kind of situation. Or maybe just like a really, really stocked pantry. I've always wanted to do that. Like take all my food stuff and like really highlight those creators and do seeing here in the kitchen it has all the pretties, right? But then you have like an actual pantry. Maybe I'll do a play on that. Behind this wall right now, there is like a pantry area that I'm making a laundry room. But now I'm thinking about extending it and making it actually so that way some of the space that's here can be utilized. So maybe it's going to be like a mega laundry room that everybody needs in their house. Don't get me started on laundry, please, God. And like a really, really detailed pantry. I think that would be a dream. I've always wanted to do that. One of my builds is to do like a really, really realistic pantry. And I'm talking all the things. We're having Sun Chips. We're having Doritos. We're having bean dip. I'll find it. Okay. We're having all the things. Macaroni. We're having Crackle Barrel macaroni. We're having Kraft macaroni. Okay. We're having all of it. And I'm sold now. I'm sold. Here I am thinking I'm not going to be able to talk for half an hour. And if anybody's listening to this that knows me in my real life, shush it. Yes, I can talk. Anywho, we've got a lot of work ahead of us, my friend. We need to figure out this whole pantry thing. I think it is going to be fun, though. I've got a lot of food. I'll do some more shopping. We'll do some pantry items and highlight those. I'll find a kick butt washer and dryer because, honestly, the ones I have aren't that great. And we'll do this thing. So come back. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe so you don't miss when the next video hits. And I will talk to you next time.
I've been crying all day 'cause I had big problems. No one told me that growing up was so hard. I just need to escape for a moment. Somewhere. grow